Good morning, everyone. Welcome to English class. Let me ask you one question. What do you want to become when you grow up? What is your ambition? Man-to-man engineer, doctor, teacher like me, salesman, businessman? Yeah, variety of jobs are there, no? Every job has its value. We know that job is very much important in our life. With a job, only we can fulfill our dreams, isn't it? Today we are going to learn an interesting poem. It's about job. Unit 8 from your Honeysuckle textbook, Vocation. It's written by Rabindranath Tagore. Vocation. What's the spelling? Vocation. Vocation. The word vacation, it's familiar to you, isn't it? But vocation, it's quite different from vacation. Vocation means a person's job, a person's occupation. So, before going to the poem, let's learn some new words. There are some unfamiliar words to you in the poem. Let's see it first. Okay.
First word, gong, G-O-N-G, gong. It means a metal round bell. Look at the picture. This is gong. Next word, hawker, H-A-W-K-E-R, hawker. Hawker means street seller. Here is a picture of a street seller. He is selling bangles. Next word is spade. S-P-A-D-E, spade. Spade means sharp edged tool. Look at the picture. Sharp edged tool. This is spade. Then the next word is lantern. L-A-N-T-E-R-N, lantern. Lantern means hanging lamp. See the picture? This is lantern.
So, now let's enter to the poem. This poem is about a child's wishes and attractions. What are his wishes? Let's see. All of you take page number 109 in your Honeysuckle textbook. Listen me carefully.
When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane, every day I meet the hawker crying, bangles, crystal bangles. When the gong sounds, gong means a metal bell, round shape made of metal. So when it sounds 10 in the morning, our child, he used to go to school. On the way to his school, he sees a vendor. He's shouting, bangles, crystal bangles. So he sees a bangle seller on his way to his school. There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. So while looking at him, the child thinks that the vendor is free. He is free to move to any place. There is nothing to worry him. He does not have any fixed routine. He is free to choose any road he likes, and he has no fixed time even of returning home. I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road crying bangles, crystal bangles. So the child is impressed by this vendor's freedom. So he wishes to be a hawker. The child wishes to move freely like the hawker, and he wishes he could shout just like the vendor in the street. That's the meaning of first stanza. Second stanza. When at 4 in the afternoon I come back from school, I can see through the gate of that house the gardener digging the ground. Then the child, he is coming after back from the school at 4 in the afternoon. He notices the gardener through the gate of the house. He notices that he is digging in the soil. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to task if he gets baked in the sun or gets wet. So the child is attracted by this gardener's freedom. He thinks that the gardener, he can play outside in the soil. He can dig in the ground, use his spade. Spade means a sharp tool used to dig in the soil. He thinks that the gardener has the freedom to make his clothes dirty with soil. Nobody is there to scold him, even if he gets baked in the sun or gets wet in the rain or sweat. I wish I were a gardener in digging away at the garden with nobody to stop me from digging. So, seeing this, the child wishes to be a gardener. So, nobody could scold him for digging in the garden or for soiling his clothes. That's the meaning of second stanza. Last stanza. Just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed, I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. At night, when his mother sent him to sleep in his room, through the open window he notices a watchman. He is moving up and down in the street. And how is the street? Next stanza. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. So the street is very empty, it's lonely and dark. And the pole of the tall street lamp seems to be giant. Giant means big size. The lamp at the top of the pole is looking like its head. And the red bulb looks like an eye. So the pole it's comparing to a big creature with a red eye on its head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side and never once go to bed in his life. So what's the watchman doing? Yeah, he is swinging that lantern and moving through the street. And he is walking along with his shadow. And no one is there to compel him that he must go to bed. So now the child wishes to be a watchman. So, like the watchman, the child also could walk on the street all night and chase his shadow carrying a lantern. So, that's the summary of this poem.
Dear children, what did you understand from the poem? Every job seems easy until we do it. When we do a particular job, then only we can understand how tough it is, isn't it? So, I hope you understood the theme of the poem. So, read the poem 3 times at home. We shall meet again. See you then. Bye.